Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal, and in this video, let's take a look at Axis Triple Advantage Fund, and let's find out what kind of fund this is, what are its properties, and who should invest in this. Before we begin, I want to just announce that in 2020, like I said, excuse me, in 2020, I will be announcing this or launching this video lecture series on goal-based portfolio management. So I'll be talking about techniques to reduce or minimize fear, doubt, and uncertainty associated with sequence of returns risk. That is the kind of uncertain risks that happens in the stock market, sudden crashes, sudden bull run, bear run, whatever. So we'll be talking about techniques to combat this and how to achieve a corpus that's very close to or more than what we need for our goal. So that's what I'll be talking about. This will be a paid course. I have a Google form. I will link it in the description and also in the first comment. You can sign up for that, enter your email, and sign up for that. I will when the course is ready for launch, I will send you an email and you can avail the early bird discount for the course before the discount is removed and the full price is turned on. To be frank, I have not yet decided on the pricing, so don't ask me what is the price. I don't know. I have not yet decided on the pricing. The content is ready. I just need to shoot it. The content will be based on the December 8th Bangalore meet and the December 22nd Chennai meet. But it will be more based on the December 22nd Chennai meet because I have completely changed the slides from 8th to 22nd. But there will be a lot more padding. I want to do add some more features into it, keep adding more videos into this kind of course. Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's ready. Everything is set for the launch, but it will take a few more days for me to get the actual launch going. But if you, in the meantime, if you sign up and show your interest in this, I will email you. Don't, if you are a newbie, if you're still worried about which fund to choose and so on, it is not that kind of course. It is only for serious DIY investors, and you should not be you should not get into something that you are not interested or cannot understand or appreciate. So anyway, I will send you an email with all the details, blah blah blah, etc., very shortly. Then you will be able to decide. So please sign up for this if you're interested. Let's get back to Axis Triple Advantage Fund. So this is a multi-asset fund, which means that it has a mandate to hold minimum 10% of gold, minimum 10% bonds, minimum 10% stocks at all times. The rest of the portfolio, it can be managed at will. It has got freedom to do whatever it wants. So before the SEBI categorization rules, this was a kind of equal asset fund. It used to hold typically one third equity, one third gold, one third bonds, and the volatility was less. And the AMC had also backtested their strategy and shown that it actually has done well over a long time. And I mean, I had talked about something called a permanent portfolio where you have four asset classes. Cash, bonds, gold, stocks in 25% of each, and it will hold across market cycles. That's called a permanent portfolio. I have a link to it. You can study that. But this was this was close to that. One of the funds, the quantum multi-asset, is also close to that, close to this kind of a strategy. But after the SEBI recategorization rules, they changed the asset allocation. Earlier, it could hold only 30 to 40% in stocks, 30 to 40% in bonds, 20 to 30% of gold. It changed the asset allocation and became an equity-oriented fund. And it actually, if you look at, I will show you the asset allocation now. Let me change. So now it can actually hold 65 to 80% of equity and equity related instruments, including derivatives, etc. Bonds 10 to 30%, gold ETFs 10 to 30%. So if you look at the asset allocation history, you can see it was holding equal amounts of gold, bonds, and stock, and suddenly the stock portions moved up in May 2018 to comply with the SEBI regulations. Then it became a multi-asset fund. Now, Vinay had asked me in a question. I hope Vinay is watching this. He had asked me Why did I choose ICICI multi-asset fund? Should I have not chosen ICICI balanced advantage for lower volatility? That's what he asked, I think. ICICI balanced advantage and ICICI dynamic, that is the old ICICI multi-asset, both were both were managed based on an in-house price to book value book value based in-house equity tactical asset allocation model, and the ICICI multi-asset is also managed with the same model. Only caveat is it has to hold 10% of gold, 10% of bonds, 10% of stocks at all times. But the equity allocation is managed tactically based on the PB model. So not only is ICICI multi-asset a multi-asset fund, it is also a balanced advantage or a dynamic asset allocation fund, however way you want to call it. So it's a kind of a two-in-one kind of fund, and that's the reason why I chose that. In contrast, Axis Triple Advantage is a multi-asset fund, but it has got only, as far as I can see, only a strategic asset allocation. It does not have tactical asset allocation. That is, it says I will hold this much of equity, this much of bond, this much of golds, and it will hold on to it across market cycle, and it will not dynamically vary it, as far as I could tell. So it's a multi-asset fund with strategic asset allocation, that's fixed bound asset allocation, whereas the ICICI multi-asset is a multi-asset fund with a tactical asset allocation. That's the big difference between the two, and I prefer this. But for those who want an aggressive hybrid kind of multi-asset fund with a little bit of gold, this is one fund that they could consider. And this is the performance of the fund. The yellow line is the Axis Triple Advantage. This is the performance since it became a multi-asset fund. So the yellow line is the Axis Triple Advantage. The white line is Nifty 50, and the light blue line is the. I hope I get it right. The light blue line is the. Oh, oops, my eyes. Oh, sorry. The blue line is the Nifty, and the white line is the Crisil 65% Nifty and 35% bonds. I'm sorry about the poor color contrast. So that's what it has done. And if you look at the comparison with ICICI multi-asset, the red is the ICICI multi-asset, the yellow is the Axis Triple Advantage. You can see that the Axis fund has got a huge drawdown. Look at that fall. Whereas the drawdown here is much smaller. So the ICICI fund is less volatile compared to this from what we have seen so far. It's still early days, but I would my choice would be ICICI multi-asset. But if you want an aggressive kind of solution for long-term goals, then this is not a bad choice. But again, history that we have is less, so you have to be careful with that. So that's what I wanted to say. Be careful with this. Understand what kind of multi-asset fund or what kind of hybrid fund you're looking at in general, and if you are looking for an aggressive hybrid kind of solution with a little bit of gold, a little bit of bonds, and rebalancing and so on, periodic rebalancing advantage and so on, this fund will work for you. But if you're looking to minimize volatility, then ICICI multi-asset would be a better choice. So before I close, just a quick reminder again, sign up for this. You'll have to add pattu at freefincal.com to your contact list. Otherwise, my mail may not reach your primary inbox. So, right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.